This video will show you how to draw a grid onto an image that you can then use to enlarge further. I'm starting out with this. It's just a printout of a photograph, but one that has had some changes made to it. In this case, I've made it black and white and simplified the values. For this, you will need a sharp, hard pencil. I've got HB, eraser. You will need a ruler. You might also want a pen. Okay, so with this image, because I don't have a clear border, the first thing I'm actually going to do is just to kind of define the border of my image a little more carefully. And so here this is where I want the top of the image to be. This will help me to measure the image more clearly. So do put a box around all four sides of your image. Okay, now I'm just going to measure along the bottom. My image is just short of 17 centimeters. And because I'm going to create a grid, I'm going to demarcate, I'm going to mark off every 3 centimeters. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Don't worry if you've got a little bit at the end that's not exactly the same measurement. Now, I'm going to do the same at the top. I am not going to turn my paper around. Very important, just slide it up and do exactly the same thing, particularly if you do not have an even exact number of squares. So I'm going to end up same thing again, 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. Okay. I'm then going to connect the lines together using my ruler. So that's why it's important that you just slide the ruler up and you don't turn the paper over, otherwise they will not match up, they won't line up. Okay, and there. Alright, so you should have something like that. You're going to do the same thing again on the sides. So, and it doesn't matter the size of the image that you start with, but you do need to measure. So this one is about 19 centimeters. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to use sections of 3. That will give me some nice even squares. 15. Okay, so I'll end up with a little short one, that's okay. Same thing again, I'm going to slide the ruler up. I am not turning the paper over. Or around 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. And again, connect. Okay, and that's part 1. You should end up with something like this. If you find that the pencil lines aren't showing, you can, or if it gets a bit hard to see, you can always go over some of the lines with a pen. Another thing that's helpful is actually just to number the lines, so you can refer to those later on. The side I'm going to go ABC. Same again. Okay, great. The image is gridded. Now you're going to transfer the grid onto another piece of paper. In this case, I'm going onto a painting paper because we're going to do a painting out of this. And now I'm going to enlarge it. All right. So I have 17 centimeters at the bottom. I won't be able to simply double the image, so I'm going to increase it by 1.5.